Hey people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well and in good health. In this article, we're going to check out some more details about the UK housing markets right now. So it's a Guardian article. Let's dive in. First-time buyers in the UK dropped by a fifth as higher mortgage costs buy. Okay, so the number of first-time buyers in the UK has fallen by more than a fifth, while homes in need of renovation are most in demand as buyers look for cheaper properties. Now, in the latest evidence that people are struggling with higher mortgage costs, there were 22% fewer first time buyers between January and August compared with the same period last year. According to the mortgage lender Halifax, they still accounted for more than half, 53% of all home loans agreed in the first 8 months of the year, similar to a year earlier, which is at 52%. Now, Kim Kinnaird, director of Halifax Mortgages, said the average age of those buying their first property had risen by 2 years over the past decade to 32. A separate report from Rightmove, looking at more than 600,000 available properties on the property website, revealed that fixer-uppers are the most in demand among buyers and are 8% or 29 grand cheaper than the average property up for sale. So that's obviously properties which are more damaged, that need a bit of tender loving and care, basically renovation work doing, so they're going to be cheaper in price. So it looks like more people are looking at investing in those type of properties compared to ones that are more expensive. On the flip side, those looking for a newly refurbed home are paying a premium of 19%, almost 70 grand. After renovation projects, homes in new boilers, double glazing, loft conversion, and storage space attract the most attention, along with chain-free homes and those with a garden and near stations. For renters, double glazing, smart tech, and being near station are the top of three features that attract the most demand. So obviously, being close to public transport, having double glazing, and that type of stuff, and smart technology can be useful in terms of attracting buyers. Now, the Bank of England raised interest rates 14 times since the end of 2021 to 5.25%. It was estimated to go to 5.5% last week, but the Bank of England did not raise it by 0.25% this time round, currently holding the interest rates as obviously borrowing is very high and the demand in terms of property purchases has decreased due to the high cost of borrowing, obviously mortgage prices due to interest rates, and obviously we've had inflation, a potential recession coming up, on wars around the world, and further economic instability, which is affecting the UK, USA, and other countries in Europe and around the world. So, in an attempt to bring high inflation under control before pausing last week, raising hopes that peak in borrowing costs has been reached. As mortgage costs have risen, the southeast, which has the second most expensive average property prices in the UK, that's obviously down where London is and surrounding areas, had the biggest decline in the number of people buying their first home so far this year, down by a quarter, 25%, followed by London and East Anglia, down 24%, Halifax said. However, strong income growth in recent months means the house price to income ratio for first time buyers has fallen from 5.8% in June last year to 5.1%, meaning prices for those getting on the housing ladder are at their most affordable since June 2020. That's basically since the last 3 years. Average deposit put down on the first home is now just over 54,000, 90% of the property price. This compares with 31,060 in 2013. That's 21% of the property purchase price then. Obviously, big difference. First time buyers in London need to stump up the biggest deposit. Obviously, house prices in London are really, really, stupendously expensive. I mean, you're paying like, hundreds of thousands just for a shed these days in certain parts of London. I've seen programs about that. So first time buyers in London need to stump up the biggest deposit, average of over 100,000, 113,078, while those in the northeast are putting down the lowest amount, average of 29,184. Obviously, places like Durham and all those kind of places where there are properties available on selective licensing, mainly where basically the council will charge you to get a license. The property prices might be £30,000 for a two bedder, but obviously there's streets and streets of derelict properties, damaged properties, and cheaper properties, but there is a selective license scheme in many of these type of areas. Getting the keys to your first home is a significant milestone in anyone's life, Kinnaid said. The expected further fall in house prices this year, alongside stronger income growth, may somewhat offset high interest rates, which will welcome news to many. So obviously, if you sat on a stack of cash, in the coming 6 to 12 to 18 months might be the time to look at purchasing something potentially due to the fact that house prices will slowly start to decline as current economic indicators suggest. Further, there are some areas which continue to be great options for first-time buyers. Average cost of a property in Scotland, as an example, comes in at 100,000 less than the UK average. It is 187,215 compared to the UK average of 293,464. Okay, people, so that is the state of the housing markets right now in terms of house prices, interest rates, mortgages, and obviously issues affecting first-time buyers in the United Kingdom. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, share, subscribe, comment below. Are you a first-time buyer? Are you looking to buy a house? What are some of the issues that you're facing? Is it mortgage? Is it interest rates? Is it inflation? Are you living with your parents? Are house prices too high where you are? Are you renting? What are the issues? Let us know in the comments below. Okay, people, you can join the channel and support the channel by clicking the join button. Okay, people, subscribe to the channel. Catch you in the next one.